Consider the general format of a constructor: class name, and then a list of parameters. Here's an example using a dice class. Perhaps it has a constructor dice with open parentheses. We would consider this a default constructor that makes a dice with 6 sides. Maybe this class also has dice int numSides, which is a constructor that makes a dice with numSides sides. Here is an example of how we would create a dice object. Dice 6 equals new dice with open parentheses. This would create a new dice with 6 sides, and dice 6 would reference that object. We could also do dice 20 equals new dice 20. 20 is an argument that would be passed to the parameter, and it would create a new dice object with sides of 20. And dice 20 would reference this object. The dice class could have instance methods. Instance methods belong to the object and are called using an object of the class. A method is composed of a return type or void, a name, and a parameter list, which can be empty. Here is the general format. We have the return type, which is the type of value that is returned when calling this method, or if there is no return value, this would be void. Then we have the list of parameters. This includes the type of values that need to be supplied for the method to complete its task, and a name for the variable to hold these values. Here is an example. Int numSides, open parentheses, returns the number of sides the dice object has. Int is the return type, numSides is the name of the method, and in this case it has no parameters. There are a couple steps to consider when calling a method. You can think of step 1 as getting the object's attention by using its name, and then step 2, giving it a command. So for example, we would do object name and use the dot operator, then method name. For methods with a return type other than void, if you want to use the value, the method call will need to be part of an expression. There are some options to consider. You could store it in a variable, or have it be part of another expression. Let's look at an example of how we would use numSides. To call this method, we will need a place for the value to be returned to. In this case, we chose to create a variable. Since the return type is int, the type of the variable needs to be of a compatible type. We used int. Then we need to get the dice object's attention by using its name, dice 6, which is the object name, and then the dot operator, and then give the command, which is the method numSides. So int sides value is going to equal the value of this expression, dice6.numSides, which is the value 6, and so sides value gets the value 6. Let's consider another method, void setSides int numSides, which changes the number of sides the dice object has to numSides. It has a return type of void, the method name is setSides, and the parameter is int numSides. Because the return type is void, this means it doesn't have a value that needs to go somewhere. So our next step is to get the object's attention by using its name, dice6, the dot operator, then give the command setSides, which is the method name, and pass an argument. In this case, we're passing 20, and sides will get changed to 20. Now when we do sides value equals dice6.numSides, the value 20 is returned, and sides value gets the value 20.